I'm going to share my 15-minute middle splits routine. It's a follow-along video that works better than anything I've done before. I used to do 90-minute stretching sessions when I was trying to get really flexible. And the more I did and the harder I pushed, the more injuries I got. I started researching the mechanism that was restricting my flexibility and learned that there was actually two inbuilt security systems in play that restrict flexibility to prevent injury. One of them ensures that your limbs don't stretch too far and cause an injury, and the other ensures you don't lift too much weight and cause an injury. And I discovered that the second mechanism can actually be hacked to give you instant flexibility improvements with the middle splits. Now, I used to be one of those trainers that thought you needed to stretch for years if you wanted to get more flexible. But when I applied this principle to my middle splits, I got instant results. The problem is I couldn't keep up with these 90-minute stretching sessions to get all my flexibility and my middle splits training done. And I was forced to find a better way to train. But now I get better results in this 15-minute routine I'm about to show you than I used to get in 90 minutes. I'm more flexible now than I've ever been, and I'm not stressed anymore about trying to fit in a 90-minute flexibility session. So join in with me and I'll teach you my incredible 15-minute middle splits routine. Right, here we go, team. We're going to get started in 60 seconds, so I'm just going to put my timer on there. We'll start in 1 minute. Now, you're not going to need any equipment for this, so I'm going to start with a piece of the wall, and we're just going to do 3 exercises here. So we're going to be doing a butterfly end range strength exercise, then we're going to do a funny named exercise, a pissing dog end range strength exercise, and then we're going to do some middle splits, and I'll explain why we do all these exercises while we're doing them. So we're going to start in 35 seconds. So you can just get up against the wall here and get ready. Start in 30 seconds. So this first exercise, what we're doing is an end range contraction. It's actually called an antagonistic muscle end range contraction. So the glutes are the antagonistic muscle to the adductors. The adductors are what we want to be more flexible for the middle splits. And by contracting the glutes in an end range contraction as hard as we can hack the nervous system to get instant flexibility improvement. So I'll explain how that all works in just a sec, because we're going to start right now. So let's get ready, and we're going to drive these knees down to the ground as hard as you can for 10 seconds. Go as hard as you can. Down, 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 down. Really activate those glutes. Pull down as hard as you can. Driving them into the ground. Now relax, back it off for a few seconds. You can make sure your bum's right up against the wall. You want your bum against the wall. Here we go, rep 2, contracting, really firing those glutes. This should be almost causing you cramps. Real contraction here, relax. And then we're gonna do one more. Here we go. Contract those glutes, driving those knees down to the ground as hard as you can. Push, 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 push. Push, and that's it. Awesome, well done. Okay, now we're going to jump into a squat. Okay, if you can't squat like I can, put a dowel rod under your heels. Okay, and we're just going to push the knee out while I'm explaining this. Okay, just do a few reps. So at the end of each muscle, we've got tendon that connects the muscle to bone. And there's these neurons, these sensory neurons that are closely associated with the tendons called Golgi tendon organs, or GTOs. And their whole function is, change sides, their job is to basically sense if a load is too much. And if a load is too much, they have the ability to shut down the motor neurons and prevent muscle contractions. So what they do is their job is to sense if you're going to lift something too heavy, and they shut down your ability to contract muscles to prevent you from even trying to prevent an injury, basically. And what we're doing here is we're hacking that system by going to an end range contraction to make it very, very hard and contracting the opposing muscles. We can hack those GTOs and get them to relax the adductors, which are the muscles that we want to be flexible for the middle split. So it's a really incredible concept that a lot of people don't know about. It's something that I certainly didn't know about in my decades of doing martial arts. I wish I knew this stuff earlier because it works so well. Okay, let's do set number 2. Okay, here we go. We're going to do 3 sets of this. Go. You got to contract really hard. You got to work your butt off here with this contraction. Push those knees down as hard as you can. Come on, let's work for it, and relax. So we always do 3 reps of a 10-second contraction. And here we go. Going 3 seconds. Come on, pushing down, pushing down. Let's go, 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 go. Good. Okay, relax. So you're contracting the glutes to drive the knees down. Last rep. Go. Driving those knees down hard. Come on, let's go. Let's work for it. Come on, push. Oh, there we go. Well done. It's brutal. If you do it properly, it's really challenging. And all we're doing here is, because we have to give out, so let's push that knee out a little bit again. So we have to have a break between muscle contractions like that, right? It's hard work if you do it properly. And all I'm doing is really maximizing the use of the time. Because by doing this, not only does this really help you squat, what I'm doing, but we're warming up the adductors as well in a easier position, because the knees are bent like this, because we're in a squat position, because we're only doing one leg at a time. It's a nice easy way to get the adductors ready for the middle splits work that we're going to be doing. So this is a really useful position to use. So I'm just pushing my knees out here. It's a really useful position to use between sets of those butterfly push downs. Now what you can do as well, I didn't do this at the start of the video or in the first set, because I don't want anybody to think that you have to have equipment to do this. But of course, having gym equipment, having anything around that we can use is a useful tool, and dumbbells can be really good for this. So what you can do, if you've got any weights, and if you're thinking, oh, why didn't you tell me this at the start? Just do this for the next time you do this workout. These really help, because now this helps to push my knees down as I do the contraction. So here we go. Go, 1, 2. That's 5 seconds, come on, keep it going, let's go, come on, contract those glutes, let's work, work, work. Okay, relax. Okay, rep number 2, go. Contract the glutes, pulling the knees down hard into the ground, come on. Let's work for a team, let's work. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And relax. Nice work. Last one. Go, contract. Push those knees down hard. Let's go, 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 go. Knees down hard, knees down hard. Come on, come on. And relax, well done. Woo, good times. Okay, so that's our 3 sets of the butterfly done. We'll just come back to the squat for a minute. Remember, if you can't squat like this, if your heels come off the ground, if you put a dowel rod under your heels, that can really help. Now, if you can, this is a bit more advanced, but I'll show you in case anybody can do it. But try to go down towards the ground like this, get the shoulder inside the knee, and then push the knee out a few times. If you can't do that, that's fine. Just push the knee out however you can. And if you can't push the knee out at all, that's fine as well. Just sitting here is really going to help with your flexibility. I've been working on my flexibility for quite a while, so I'm a little bit better than the average person, but that's okay. This is a beginner routine. This is for beginners. Now, this next exercise, the pissing dog, it's a funny named exercise, and there's lots of different versions. And I'm going to show you one that doesn't require any equipment, and hopefully you guys will be able to do it. The idea with this is we're going to go down, actually we'll do it like this. We'll go on our hands and knees and just put this leg out to the side like that. And then what you're going to do is lift this leg, but we're going to try to do that without moving the body at all. Don't rotate away from there. Okay, we're going to do 8 lifts, keep the knees straight. Okay, don't move the body at all, keep your body completely still. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now hold it, hold it, hold it, and relax. Good work. Okay, I'll do this and I'll just stay here actually. Okay, other side. So try and look how my body doesn't move when I do these lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it. Hold it. Come on, lift high. Lift it up, lift it up, lift it up, and relax. Woo! Cram City, huh? You feel it in there? So it's harder than the butterfly that we just did. Back to the squat. So it's harder than the butterfly because it's a more challenging position. It's a stricter position. It pulls you further into end range. And it's the same principle though, right? We're trying to hack this safety mechanism that prevents injury by hacking the GTOs, the Golgi tendon organs, to relax the adductors, okay, to shut them down. But what also happens is, what's really cool is it actually creates end range strength as well. So we're building strength at end range where it's hardest to produce. And that's an important part of the middle splits. It's not just about being flexible in the adductors. All right, let's go for round 2. I'll turn myself to a different angle so you can see a little bit different from here. So we're going to keep our body really still. We're going to bring that leg straight out to the side, and then we're going to do 8 reps without moving the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it. Good. Okay. Change sides. Don't worry if you can't go as high as I can. For you, 8 reps might look like that. Okay, that's totally fine. You just, as long as you're contracting the glutes at end range. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it. Woo! Well done. Oh, all right. Come back down into the squat. Let's push that knee up. So by coming back to the squat like this, between every rep, it's active recovery, right? Instead of just sitting there doing nothing, it keeps the heart rate elevated. You're developing flexibility in all these other areas that we still need it. We're working on ankle flexibility here, and we're still working towards the middle split. It's a really good position to use for active recovery. Because for a lot of people, if you're not as flexible as I am, for a lot of people, this is a really challenging position. And just to sit in this position for 30 or 60 seconds can be really challenging for people. So this is a great way to introduce that. And that's what it's all about. That's how progressive overload works. It's just progressively increasing how much load goes on your body. So by just doing a few sets here in a 15-minute routine is really going to help with your squat. Okay, and the middle splits, of course. All right, so here we go. We're going to do our last set now. Okay, whoops. Okay, leg out to the side. 8 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold it. Lift it up as hard as you can. Come on, let's go, team. Last rep. Let's go. Get that leg up. Keep those elbows straight. Elbows straight. Good. Change sides. Okay, it's all about keeping the elbows straight. Keep the body in the same position. Leg out to the side. And I'll go this way so you can see what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold it up. Come on, let's go. Get that leg up. Those glutes working. Woo! Woo! It's really challenging, and it should be hard for you. All right, you can see we've got just over 4 minutes left. So now we're into our actual middle splits training. We're gonna go straight into the first set. There's 2 ways you can do this. I'll show you the easier way first, and then I'll show you the harder way. So the easier way, just let your feet turn out a little bit. Go as wide as you can go. That might be here for you. Okay, just go as wide as you can, wherever's good for you. Now squeeze your legs together into the ground. We're gonna hold for 30 seconds, come on. Squeeze the legs into the ground as hard as you can. Squeeze them in, come on, come on, come on, squeeze them in. Let's go. Go, 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 knees straight. We're doing 30 seconds, come on. Squeeze those legs into the ground, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, nice work. Okay, now, what we're doing here, this is middle splits training, but this is loaded static stretching. So it's still called static stretching because we're not moving. So this is the first progression. Look, I'm sweating here. This is what a good flexibility routine should do. It should really elevate your heart rate. It's not relaxing at all. It's a flexibility routine. So this active middle splits, this is the first progression that we use for the middle splits in our UMS program, the Unified Movement System, where we do strength and flexibility in the same workout. By the way, if you've got any questions about any of this, put them in the comment and I'll answer them for you. And if you like the video, please like and subscribe to the channel so I know to make more stuff like this. But when we do loaded flexibility like this, the idea is that we're putting the muscles under load as they're developing flexibility. And what that does is that doesn't just create flexibility in the muscles, it also strengthens them, it thickens the muscle fibers, which is what you want. You want strength through range. You don't just want flexibility, you want strength through range. Otherwise you're prone to injury. Okay, all right, next one we're gonna do, this is the advanced active middle splits. It's the same, it's just a little bit harder. So we're gonna get our feet up, feet facing forward this time, and now go to a posterior pelvic tilt. Squeeze those legs together. We're gonna do 30 seconds. So posterior pelvic tilt means pull the hips under the body to get rid of that arch in the lower back. Okay, arms out. Squeezing the legs together, come on tribe. Still got 15 seconds to go. Let's go, squeeze those legs into the ground. Working those adductors, come on. Let's go, let's work for it. Last 5 seconds, come on tribe, let's go. All right, nice work. And then we come down. Okay, we only got one more set to go and the whole workout's done, okay? Woo! So we're coming up to that, what are we at, 13 and a half minutes now? So we're gonna rest for another 45 seconds and then we do the last set and bang, there's your 15-minute middle splits workout. If you wanted to go longer than this, like if you think, oh, what can I do that's a little bit more? You could do 5 sets of this active middle splits. But for beginners, volume is pretty intense already. Like for a lot of you, you're probably thinking, wow, this is really hard. Is this really a beginner routine? And it is, because the progressions are beginner progressions. Like if you're not as flexible as me, you just don't go as wide with the middle splits as what I'm doing. But all of these exercises are very safe for beginners. It's all about learning to contract the muscle at end range without moving your body. You've got to be honest with yourself. You've got to feel it in the glutes, and now for the middle splits, we're feeling it in the adductors on the inside of the legs. Okay, this is the last set. Don't push yourself either. Don't ever go to a point where you think you're gonna hurt yourself. That's where it all goes south, okay? So we go down, squeeze those legs together. Okay, we'll do 30 seconds. Let's go, this is the end of the workout, everyone. Let's work for it, come on. 20 more seconds, squeeze those legs together, work the adductors, let's go. Come on. Whoop, losing my balance, last 10 seconds, come on, come on, come on. And now, if you can, this is hard to do, especially if you're a beginner, but this is a good point where you can go down and just sit down in the splits, in your best effort, of course, you know. And what I should have got you to do, I totally forgot to do this, was to test your middle splits before you did this. It's really good to see where you're at before and then where you're at after, okay? So this is a good, this is a good time to do a passive middle splits. The workout's over, right? Okay, that's it, well done, 15 minutes. Okay, so your middle splits might be here, where it might be here. That might be the best you've got, wherever it is. But this is a good point at the end of the workout now that we're warmed up, to just go to whatever you've got and just sit there if you can for a minute or so. I'll just debrief you and talk you through this while we sit in this position. So you just do the best you can do. So well done. That's a really, really good middle splits workout for you to do. Now, a middle splits workout like that, you would not do that more than 2 times a week. Absolutely not. And if you add more volume to that, even only once a week, it's really full on the body, middle splits training like that. That workout itself, if you don't go too hard, then you should be able to do it 2 times a week, maximum, with 72 hours rest. So Monday and Thursday, or Monday and Friday, or Tuesday and Friday, or Tuesday and Saturday, or Wednesday, whatever it is. But you do not do Monday, Wednesday like that, or definitely not 2 days, one after the other, okay? There's several reasons for that, but this is really important. So I've explained why this antagonistic muscle contractions works so well to develop flexibility. Something that's really important to understand is that you're not inflexible because you've got tight muscles. It's because your nervous system is protecting you from injury, and it's just doing too good a job, okay? So when you do this flexibility routine, you didn't make your muscles more flexible at all. All you've done is hack the nervous system to allow more flexibility. The muscles are already very elastic, but the nervous system contracts the muscles towards your end range to prevent injury, and you're just teaching it that this isn't dangerous. But the problem is if you go too far and you cause minor muscle tears or maybe even moderate muscle tears, you reinforce that the nervous system was right in protecting you, and then it actually limits your range even more. So how many of you can relate to, when you do a stretching routine and then you feel a bit of pain the next day, and then the next time you try to stretch, you're not even as good as you were in that last one? That's because this is exactly what happened. Now, this routine is so good. It's, you do this for 15 minutes, it's incredible, and you're gonna get better at the middle splits, I guarantee it, in a very quick time. But you also need to stretch all the other areas in your body as well. So don't just get fixated on the middle splits, even though you think this is the thing you need the most. Make sure you work on your other areas. You need to work on the front splits, you need to work on your hamstrings, things like that. So check out this video here, either click it or tap the screen, and have a look at this routine as well, because you want to make sure that you're dealing with all of the different areas of your body. And I'll see you in the next video.